Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's incredibly important for our senior viewers and their loved ones. We're talking about sleep, or rather, why you might not be feeling refreshed even after a full night's rest. Now, we all know that getting a good night's sleep is crucial for our health, especially as we age. But what happens when you're clocking in those recommended 7 to 8 hours and still waking up feeling exhausted? Ever wondered why you or a senior you know wakes up feeling tired, even after a full night's sleep? Let's find out. As we get older, it's not just our bodies that change, our sleep patterns change too. It's a perfectly natural part of aging, kind of like how our hair turns gray or we develop a fondness for crossword puzzles. But unlike those leisurely activities, changes in sleep can be frustrating, especially when they leave us feeling drained. One of the biggest changes is that our sleep becomes lighter. Remember those days when you could sleep through a thunderstorm? Yeah, those days might be behind us. As we age, we tend to spend less time in deep sleep, which is the restorative phase where our bodies and minds truly recharge. Instead, we spend more time in lighter stages of sleep, making us more susceptible to waking up from noises or even small changes in our environment. Think of it like this. Imagine your sleep is a train journey. When we're younger, we're on a high-speed train, easily gliding through the night, reaching deep sleep quickly and staying there for a good while. But as we get older, it's more like we're on a local train, making more stops along the way and never quite reaching that same level of deep sleep. And those frequent awakenings? Totally normal, though not ideal. As we age, our sleep cycles become more fragmented, meaning we wake up more often during the night. This can be due to a variety of factors, like needing to use the bathroom more frequently, or simply being more sensitive to changes in our surroundings, like temperature fluctuations or those pesky noises we mentioned earlier. Now, you might think, okay, so I'm waking up a few times a night. As long as I'm getting my 8 hours, it shouldn't be a big deal, right? Well, not quite. You see, these constant micro-awakenings, even if they're brief, can prevent us from falling into a deep, restful sleep, leaving us feeling groggy and tired the next day. Imagine trying to read a captivating novel but being interrupted every few pages. You might eventually finish the book, but you wouldn't feel as engaged or rested as you would if you had read it in peace. It's the same with sleep. Those constant interruptions, even if we don't fully remember them, take a toll on our sleep quality. Now let's talk about some common medical conditions that can really throw a wrench into a good night's sleep, especially for seniors. These conditions can be sneaky culprits, often lurking beneath the surface and contributing to those less than refreshing nights. First up, we have sleep apnea, and let me tell you, this is a big one. Sleep apnea is a condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Imagine someone hitting the pause button on your breath while you're trying to sleep, not exactly relaxing. This can happen hundreds of times a night, jolting you out of sleep and preventing you from reaching those deeper, more restorative stages. And sleep apnea doesn't just rob you of sleep, it also puts a strain on your heart, and increases the risk of other health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. So, if you're experiencing excessive daytime sleepiness, loud snoring, or gasping for air during sleep, it's crucial to talk to your doctor about getting tested for sleep apnea. Next, we have arthritis, a condition that affects millions of people, especially as they get older. Arthritis causes pain, stiffness, and swelling in the joints, making it incredibly uncomfortable to find a comfortable sleeping position. Those aches and pains can easily disrupt your sleep, leading to more tossing and turning throughout the night. And speaking of tossing and turning, let's not forget about restless leg syndrome. This condition causes an irresistible urge to move your legs, often accompanied by uncomfortable sensations like tingling, crawling, or even pain. These symptoms tend to worsen at night, making it incredibly difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. But it's not just these three conditions that can interfere with sleep. Other health issues that are more common in seniors, such as heartburn, frequent urination, and even depression and anxiety, can also significantly impact sleep quality. It's like a domino effect. One health issue can trigger another, creating a vicious cycle that disrupts sleep and affects overall well-being. That's why it's so important to address any underlying health conditions with your doctor. Treating these conditions not only improves your overall health but can also work wonders for your sleep quality. Remember, good sleep is like a puzzle, and sometimes we need to figure out which pieces are missing or misplaced to complete the picture of good health. The medication maze. How medications can impact sleep. Now let's talk about medications. While medications play a crucial role in managing various health conditions, some of them can actually interfere with sleep. It's like a double-edged sword. You take medication to feel better, but it might be affecting your sleep without you even realizing it. Think of it like this. Our bodies are incredibly complex systems, and medications, while often necessary, can sometimes disrupt the delicate balance of chemicals and hormones that regulate our sleep-wake cycle. One group of medications that can impact sleep is beta blockers. These medications are commonly prescribed to manage high blood pressure and heart conditions. While they're very effective at what they do, beta blockers can sometimes cause insomnia, nightmares, and even vivid dreams, making it difficult to get a restful night's sleep. Then we have antidepressants, which are essential for managing depression and anxiety. However, some antidepressants can interfere with sleep by either making you feel drowsy during the day or making it harder to fall asleep at night. It's a bit of a catch-22, as both depression and some antidepressants can disrupt sleep. Diuretics, also known as water pills, are another type of medication that can affect sleep, particularly if you take them later in the day. Diuretics help your body get rid of excess fluid, which is great for managing conditions like high blood pressure and heart failure. However, this can also lead to increased trips to the bathroom at night, disrupting your sleep and leaving you feeling tired the next day. But it's not just these three types of medications that can interfere with sleep. Other common culprits include some pain relievers, allergy medications, and even over-the-counter cold and flu remedies. It's like a game of medication roulette. You never know how your body will react until you try it. So, what can you do? Well, the first and most important step is to talk to your doctor or pharmacist. They know your medical history and can provide personalized advice on whether any of your medications could be affecting your sleep. Don't stop taking any medications without consulting your doctor first. Abruptly stopping certain medications can have serious health consequences. Your doctor can help you weigh the risks and benefits of each medication and make adjustments if necessary. Remember, communication is key when it comes to managing your health. By working closely with your healthcare providers, you can find a medication regimen that effectively addresses your health concerns without sacrificing a good night's sleep. Lifestyle, the unsung hero of sleep. Now, let's talk about lifestyle factors because believe it or not, what you eat, how much you move, and even how stressed you are can significantly impact how well you sleep, especially as you get older. It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation of healthy habits to support a good night's rest. Let's start with diet. We all know that a healthy diet is crucial for overall health. But did you know that certain foods can actually promote better sleep? It's true. Foods rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce melatonin, our sleep hormone, can be particularly helpful. Think warm milk before bed, a turkey sandwich for dinner, or a handful of almonds as a snack. These foods can help signal to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. On the other hand, heavy, greasy, or spicy foods close to bedtime can wreak havoc on your digestive system, making it difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. And don't even get me started on caffeine and alcohol. While that afternoon cup of coffee or evening glass of wine might seem tempting, they can actually interfere with your sleep cycle and leave you feeling groggy the next day. Caffeine is a stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, while alcohol, although it might make you feel sleepy initially, can disrupt your sleep later in the night. Now let's talk about exercise. Regular physical activity is like a magic pill for sleep. It helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, reduces stress and anxiety, and improves sleep quality. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. But here's the catch: timing is everything. Avoid exercising too close to bedtime, as it can make it harder to fall asleep. And finally, let's address the elephant in the room: stress. In today's fast-paced world, stress has become as common as a morning cup of coffee. But chronic stress can take a toll on your sleep, leaving you feeling wired and tired. That's because stress triggers the release of cortisol, the stress hormone, which can interfere with your sleep-wake cycle. So, what can you do to combat stress? Well, there are plenty of stress-reducing techniques out there like meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, or spending time in nature. Find what works best for you and make it a part of your daily routine. Your sleep and your overall health will thank you. Remember, healthy habits are the foundation of a good night's sleep. By making small changes to your diet, exercise routine, and stress management techniques, you can create a sleep-conducive environment that promotes restful nights and energized days. Sweet dreams are possible. So there you have it, folks. If you or a loved one is struggling with feeling tired despite getting enough sleep, these could be the reasons why. Remember, aging, medical conditions, medications, and lifestyle choices can all play a role in sleep quality. The good news is that there are solutions. By addressing underlying medical conditions, talking to your doctor about medications, and adopting healthy lifestyle habits, you can improve your chances of getting a good night's sleep and waking up feeling refreshed and energized. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health tips and information. See you next time.